everyone, Lorelai here. As you can see by the title of this video, there really is no way around this other than what it is. And I just want to preface this by saying that, this is a video I've really not wanted to make for a long time. Firstly, because I really wanted to confirm what exactly was going on with Lennon before putting any information out there that was subject to change. And secondly, because the reactions honestly can be very triggering for somebody like me. Ironically, when people send their condolences and things like that, it actually makes me feel worse. I certainly welcome uplifting messages and positivity and optimism during this time because that is the frame of mind that I'm trying to remain in. I've made this video like 3 times already because I can't seem to get it right and I cry a lot. So bear with me if it feels a bit disjointed. So back in August, incidentally on my birthday, Lennon was diagnosed with kidney insufficiency, also known as kidney disease. It just basically means that her kidneys are not concentrating her urine as well as they should be. The way that I found out was the fact that she was becoming incontinent. And if you don't know what that means, it means that she was having a lot of potty accidents. I noticed that she was unable to control her bladder and her bowel movements. When it first started happening, it was just like once or twice, and I kind of chalked it up to like, she's just getting old. But then it just happened so frequently at such short intervals that it became extremely concerning. Unfortunately, I couldn't get her in to see her usual vet at the time because her normal vet is like super booked up. She's very, very popular. So I took her to somebody else that we had never met, but I wanted a second opinion. I really wanted to get into her usual vet. She's a really great rabbit savvy vet, and I just didn't want this to be the final answer. I had to wait like a month to get in to see our usual vet. So there was still a little bit of uncertainty during that time. So once we got in to see her regular vet, we ran all the same tests, blood work, urinalysis, x-rays, and her vet did in fact confirm that she has kidney insufficiency. And we always knew Lennon had a little bit of arthritis because that was diagnosed like 2 years ago via the x-ray. But she didn't really start showing signs of her arthritis until this year. And it was just kind of like gradual, to be honest. Like she wasn't hopping on the couch anymore. And then that snowballed into other things like difficulty cleaning herself and reaching for her Cecotropes. And all of that was like very, very jarring for me. To the point where it wasn't really registering. And I'm not sure how to describe it, but I would say it was a little bit like a cognitive dissonance. It's like something's happening, but your body just is not like catching up with the information. Both vets had different ideas of how to treat the kidney disease and her arthritis, and I'm just really glad that I went back to her regular vet. And our vet has a lot of experience with kidney insufficiency. So Lennon is getting treatment for everything, arthritis, kidney, and she's going to be on long-term treatment going forward. And I will make a completely separate video on everything that I'm doing for Lennon, all the adjustments I've made around the house, her medications, her supplements, etc., because I think it's incredibly valuable information. Now, what's the prognosis, you might ask? It's not great. Kidney insufficiency is not curable and it only gets worse. The good news is that her vet feels very optimistic that she'll be around for a while. And, you know, as long as she's getting all of her treatments and the proper nutrition and care, I'm going to align myself with that belief as well. Of course, you know, there are no guarantees, and our vet can't give us a specific timeline. So you're probably also wondering, how did Lennon get this? And the truth is, there's really no way to identify how she got this. There are several causes, including old age, E. caniculi, lifestyle trauma, things like that. But you know, we're really leaning toward old age at this point because, you know, organ failure is quite common in rabbits at old age, and actually other pets too. So, you know, most likely this is something you might go through. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of information. It's been really overwhelming, and nobody prepares you for something like this. But I'm working through it, and I'm on my own journey. In addition to my joint journey with Lennon as her caretaker, I'm on my individual journey, working through this and working through these emotions and trying to understand and process everything, which is why I hope you guys will follow our journey so that you have somebody to learn from. I would have loved to have a guide through something like this. Maybe some of you already have gone through it with a different pet or your family members, parents. You know, this whole situation has really ignited a discourse in my brain about mortality. And it's been a reminder to me that life is constantly moving and transforming. It's been really difficult for me. It's been jarring for me to witness Lennon's little body changing. In my mind, Lennon was always this really strong, energetic bunny, and it's been really painful for me to see her a little bit weaker. You all know she is the center of my universe, and I am giving her so much love and affection, and she is receiving all of that love right now. She's loving the attention, I'll put it that way. You know, I've never considered myself a rabbit expert. I know a lot of people have labeled me as such, but I've never assumed that role on my own, just because, you know, Lennon, her whole life really was as she appeared on camera, which was almost perfect. Such a good bunny. I never really had to go through any ailments with her in a way that I saw other people struggling with their bunnies. I mean, she never even had GI stasis. And the past couple of months, I've really just submerged myself into a pool of information on her conditions. I've joined Facebook groups. I've called, you know, friends and rabbit rescues and all sorts of people to sort of draw data from and consult with. And I've been to the vet, I would say, like 7 times in the past 3 months, which has put a deep hole into my pockets. But I don't really care about money right now. The only thing that matters to me is Lennon and Lennon's health, and I just want her to be happy, and I want her to feel well. I always preach to be financially stable and have savings for your rabbit, because at some point you'll have to go through this, unfortunately. And it's also a reminder to really know your bunny inside and out, know their behaviors, their patterns, their personality, because when something then is off or abnormal, you will be able to identify it in a timely manner. And that's really what happened with Lennon. I knew that something was off because she never had any issues her whole life. Lennon and I, we've built this life together that's very unique, that nobody will ever understand except me and her. And I would go as far as to say, as she's given me almost everything that I have. Yeah, it's been a journey of acceptance, because I didn't want to accept it for a long time. Now you're probably wondering, well, okay, what's the future of the channel and all that? The channel's still gonna keep going. I have no plans to stop the channel. I'm still gonna upload bunny content of all sorts, educational, comedic, videos on what we're going through and the new senior care that I'm giving her. And we're still gonna make, reels and TikToks as long as Lennon is up to it and mobile and active. How is Lennon right now? And I want to make it very clear, Lennon is fine right now. She is happy. She's got a great appetite. She's mobile. She's still hopping around, running for a treat, kissing me, licking me. Nothing has changed in that respect. There are other changes that I described, like I told you, that we're managing. And whenever I feel more comfortable, I'll probably share more. I don't want anybody to think that these are her final days, or that, she's close to death or something, because that's what I was afraid of when I was gonna make this video. It's interesting because in one of the other videos, someone left a comment saying, "You're mourning something that's not even gone yet." That comment actually got me thinking that the truth is I am mourning something that is gone. Even though Lennon is very much alive, there's a little part of her that is gone. I am mourning her youth. I am mourning her energy. I am mourning an era. And it's okay. It's okay to have this sort of anticipatory grief or preliminary grief. I think we all feel that at times with our pets, but I'm trying to view it as now it's a new era, it's a different chapter, and again, the chapters will keep changing. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your uplifting messages. We'll be back soon. So, bye.